Young and the Restless Spoilers tease that Jack Abbott will make a discovery that leaves him puzzled. What will that discovery be, and how could it shake things up for the Abbotts? Let's explore an intriguing possibility and see what might provide more drama. For starters, we should consider the main themes of Young and the Restless pushing with Theo Vanderway. Once Theo found out he was Dina Murgeron's grandson and Abbott adjacent, it seemed like a bit of a turning point. Theo remains a bad boy, but he became a slightly less obnoxious one. The show gave Theo a little bit more depth through that Dina connection. Although Theo still schemes, he's had some genuinely sweet moments with Dina. Of course, Theo admittedly struggles with resentment. He's bitter towards Kyle Abbott, who comes from a different world and didn't face the same challenges. Theo constantly pushes Kyle's buttons, and his motives are questionable when it comes to his interest in Lola Rosales. Now that Dina's home for the final chapter of her life, the Young and the Restless is focusing on Theo's bond with the grandmother again. Theo will abuse the bond in Kyle's eyes, but we should note that Young and the Restless is revisiting this Theo-Dina angle. Is there a reason for that? Could Young and the Restless be building to a shocker? Young and the Restless viewers were disappointed by Theo's suddenly invented Genoa City family connection. It felt forced and unnecessary, like Young and the Restless was trying too hard to make Theo happen. It's no secret that plenty of fans find Theo unlikable, but making him Dina's grandson didn't do him any favors. That's the kind of thing that tends to turn viewers off to a character even more. Nevertheless, there's always a chance Young and the Restless could undo that connection. This is true if they intend to write Theo's out down the road. Regardless, this Dina-Theo angle is back, and that could mean something. In an upcoming episode, Theo will face backlash over his visit with Dina. Kyle will feel like Theo's putting on a show for Lola's benefit, but Theo will argue that he belongs there just as much as Kyle does. So we'll see those repeated themes of Theo wanting everything Kyle has and this Dina connection as a redeeming quality. Could Young and the Restless take away Theo's newfound bond with Dina? Could they knock Theo down a peg by making Kyle the only one who's Dina's grandson? Soaps rewrite stories like this all the time, so it's certainly not out of question. At this point, Theo would be crushed by the news. He's been getting to know Jack and the other Abbotts over the past few months, but Young and the Restless would be pulling him out of the family. What would happen if there was some mistake and perhaps a different Eric Vanderway was Dina's son? After all, there is surely more than one adopted Eric Vanderway out there. It was a wild coincidence that Theo just so happened to be Kyle's buddy, and later found out he was his cousin. What are the odds? It all seemed too good to be true. So maybe that was indeed the case. A DNA test was done, but you can never trust DNA results on a soap. If they can have a soapy coincidence where Theo is Kyle's cousin out of the blue, they can undo it just as easily with other soapy coincidences. Could Jack's perplexing discovery be something that relates to Eric's adoption? If something doesn't add up, that'd be a humbling bomb to drop on Theo. He definitely couldn't claim he belonged anymore. Thank you and goodbye.